right, guys, so that was the running portion of this review of this Toyota Ae86. Now, it doesn't say Ae86 on the car. It actually says AF86, and I'm assuming that's because they didn't have the actual clearance from Toyota. But the body style is exactly like a Toyota Ae86. So that's exactly the car that they were imitating with this body style. And they even basically named it the same thing. They just replaced the E for an F. Now, it comes with drift tires equipped on it, but it gives you a set of rubber wheels as well that you can change out. All you need is a little screwdriver to do so. And you can take those wheels on and off. And if you don't like these drift tires or those rubber tires, you can always just go online anywhere and order some more drift tires or more rubber tires. Now, these drift tires are actually like, I guess, hard plastic. They kind of feel like PVC pipe, like really smooth PVC pipe is what it feels like, which is why it's able to slide around. I got a little small chip on my drift tire. They work best if you have a smooth asphalt, tennis court, anything like that, but it will slide on rough asphalt as well, but it'll bounce around and you could chip your drift tires. But it does work well on pretty much any surface that's smooth and doesn't have a lot of rocks and anything like that. I drifted right out on my porch there. I live in an apartment and it works fine. So let's get into some pros. Like I just said, I love that it's four-wheel drive. I've never found a car this cheap that was four-wheel drive. It was a $15 RC car. Four-wheel drive car. You got the two sets of tires. That's another pro. Also, it's pretty fast. Like, I haven't timed it yet. My Nissan did like a 4.7 lap. I'm going to time this thing because it looks like it moves a lot faster than my Nissan. Like, it handles like a beast. It also has very responsive steering and responsive braking and responsive acceleration. Like, it accelerates to its top speed very quickly, and I do like that about the car. It runs on AAA batteries, 4 of them. I would definitely recommend getting some rechargeables because you're not going to want to put it down, especially if you're using those drift tires. You're going to want to get the hang of it. It's super fun. I've had it for 3 days now. I ran it 20 minutes the first day, 25 the second day, and about 20 minutes today. So it gave me about an hour on these Rayovac rechargeable batteries. And Rayovac is not even like the best brand of battery. So I would assume even if you didn't get rechargeables, you would get 45 minutes to an hour of playtime out of this thing, which is very, very nice that it doesn't take a lot of power to use, even though it does have headlights that come on when you're going forward and tail lights that come on when you're going backwards. I really do love this car. I really only have one complaint, and even though it's a complaint, it's kind of cool as well. It has suspension in the front to help you when you're drifting and turning and to get it, do it more sharply. And although that is cool while the drift tires are on, while the rubber tires are on, when you turn, although it's very sharp and quick, it kind of makes you slow down on your turn. You can't turn with that top speed. Some people may like that. I wish, but I would rather slow down when I want to slow down. That's like my only complaint about the car. It's pretty durable. To be so cheap, usually you have to taking a little loss on the steering as far as keeping it straight goes, but it doesn't veer left or right once you put it in the middle. So the steering is very great on this car, and I love it. So in all, man, as far as the price point that this car meets, the two sets of wheels, the long battery life, the great handling, the top speed being about 9 miles an hour, maybe even 10. I have no complaints other than that for turning from my car right here. I got to give this car a 10 out of 10 for what it was meant to do. $15 is ridiculous. They have a bigger one. They have a 1/14 scale drift car that comes with 2 sets of tires that I'm going to try out as well. I'm assuming that's going to be just as good. It's a little bit more, up $20, but for $15, can't beat this price. And definitely if you're looking to get into the drift hobby and you want to practice with something cheaper before you spend hundreds of dollars on a drift car, I would definitely recommend getting this your Imperial Imports one. I'll leave the link to Wish and the link to Amazon down below. But anyways, tell me what you thought of this little RC down in the comments. Thanks.